What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It is your main man, Juggernaut of
Arkatech Beatz.
Multi-Platinum Production Team, Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my production partner, Mike Trauma D. Listen, we're doing the music reviews tonight. Kind of on a nightly tier really right now. We're going to do this for a couple of weeks until we, until the release of $1 Million Baby 4. Shout out to Max B and these guys. If you're not familiar with us, like I said, man, I'm part of Multi-Platinum Production Team, Arkatech Beatz. We're responsible for producing. I misspoke. For producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. That's Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, The Game, Jadakiss, Raekwon the Chef, RZA, so many others, Lloyd Banks, Max B, French Montana, Wiz Khalifa, Waka Flocka Flame, Killer Mike, Freddie Gibbs, the list goes on and on and on. So we're doing music reviews tonight, and as we get people to jump into this queue is growing faster than ever. Make sure you're getting your music in. We want to hear your best music. And we're giving out some reviews, and we're also, giving some game. And we're also going to see if we can give some opportunities to some folks. You know what I mean? We're trying to make it do what it do. But this is what we're here to do tonight. We're doing music reviews. Tag a friend. Like the live. Share the live. Do all that good stuff in the meantime. We're going to play some of our latest productions while we wait for some folks to jump into the live. We're just getting started. Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all Valley. Rails was popping. 48, I see you, baby. Let's roll. Yeah. I gave him a signature on the C note. When it come to these speakers, I'm the keynote. Glock 19 tucked in the Pico.
Let's go.
I'm a peacock. She like the deep throat, mom. Do new tricks, get it all clean. $250,000 on the truck, I'ma get it all green. Don't you fuck with the EMG, niggas all team black. Stevie and more, bigger cross seas, we be on patrol. Money won't fold, sweet and sour on the bagel, honey on the road. Try to show my man a globe, but dirty on the road. Damn, P.O. a dick, money on patrol.
Let's
damn,
go, Max.
I been chose, better off road. Dom Valley on the building, letters all bold. I just hit me a rolling flush, better on fold. On the oven, I bake cakes, but better on the stove.
Let's
yeah.
go.
If you wanna make 1 million, you gotta make 2. Say don't bring sand to the beach, I brought the beach through. When New York fell off, Montana brought the east through. Malibu Estates mansion on the beach, at least 2. Dante got out of space with a bitch you can't breathe. Rabbit 16, but my contract like an athlete. Birds on the block to the jet, CB on the wings. Tell your big homie my watch costs 100 billion streams. When it come to Max, my name's me too. Cause when he got the cash, I was like me too. And when he got the drop, I was like me too. When he almost got shot, I was like me too. Man, this shit right here, dog, is just the preview. Wave God's on the way, Cosmo Brothers Part 2.
Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto.
Me too.
Me too. Smoke a blunt while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues with somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my flows on. Me too.
Boy, Swagger, what up?
I'm trying to flow like the boss dog. Me too.
Me too.
Big chain with the frost on. Me too. I need crew in that Perry on. Me too. You ain't fucking with the boys, they got a choice. Buttery flows and silk boys. See, I fuck with them hoes, I get them moist. Yeah, I own the black Rolls Royce, like a building on wheels. 100 stacks pill,
New Max
some
B,
2K20,
French
run it
Montana.
back chill. Like the streets in '09, I want it back for real.
Produced by
They want my face on $100 bill. Been in prison 20 joints, $10 million deal. Yeah, you hear the sound, hit them off now. If they started at the bottom, I get them off the ground. Get them, we in the jet, niggas all vets. I can fuck around and resurrect the dipsets. Yeah,
heard him?
minus the rails, minus the riders. Fuck all that. Big Apple minus the ciders. Tryna fuck Zendaya and Miley Cyrus, come on. Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto. Me too. Smoke a blunt while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues with somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my flows on. Me too. too. I'm trying to flow like the boss dog. Me too. Big chain with a frost on. Me too. I need cool and that Perry on. Me too. Yeah, I wish I could hit the lotto. Me too. Smoke a blow while I hit the bottle. Me too. Yeah, I'm feeling to hit the model. Me too. I'm having issues with somebody I need to speak to. I'm just trying to get my floss on. Me too.
That's Me Too, man. French Montana, Max B. Coke Wave 3.5. Narcos out now with the #1 record. Ever Since You Left Me. That was Me Too, produced by us, Arkatech Beatz. So you know it's real, not for fake.
Slow down.
Make sure y'all are submitting those tracks. We waiting. Let's go. Yeah.
I tried to tell you before early on, but you wouldn't listen.
Let's go.
Why you do that? V12 124s and plenty holes in the shoes. Yeah, doing 95 in the bands. See the feds on my ass, like the blood hit the music. Then I step on the gas. Now I'm speeding in the lane as if I had a quota. Got my bitch, she shot good, a pizza and a cola. She don't panic at all. My baby play it cool. It don't matter, police should know she's spraying the too. It was just like yesterday when I gave her the penis. She stroked my ego when she called me a musical genius. What you give me credit for? Baby, I ain't shit. 274 pound. Baby, they ain't piff.
DJ Cruz, what up?
That type of nigga that ski off the tube. Raid the cabinets in the fridge and need a bowl of food. But the dick I lay it heavy. It's something like a Chevy with a V10 engine sitting on 20-inch Pirellis. Baby girl's ready. In the eyes I was the shit. Till she busted me with another bitch. She said, why you do that? I said, I'm sorry, baby. That was Bigger Billy, not Charlie, baby. Why you do that? She said, don't call me, baby. Don't categorize me with all your ladies. Why you do that?
JQX, what up?
I tried to tell you before early on, but you wouldn't listen. Why you do that? V12 124s and plenty holes in the shoes is glistening. Got the game in the low, keep the thing in the boot. Got the virus to cook up out, I cocaine in the coop. I'm making pain on the stoop. 40s, 20s, and dimes. It used to be Mason better, now all my honeys is mine. We get money in the grind. We did it easy, no frontin', and did it in a way when niggas couldn't see me coming. Better duck when niggas is gunning. Cost y'all soon to rig. I don't know what they told you. Paul Stone doing big. Couple up in the club, he popping them clickers. See a lava with a bottle, he on top of the speakers. Me, I'm in the cup with a skeezer. On my bigger fail shit, white beater and Dewey. Slightly on my tail shit, and I don't worry these hoes, these bitches, they love us. Every other city we go, bitches wanna fuck us. They fuck us and then they trust us. Have them head over heels till you leave them in pain. She said you don't know how I feel. Why you do that? I said I'm sorry, baby. That was Bigger Billy, not Charlie, baby. Why you do that? She said don't call me, baby. Don't categorize me with all your ladies.
Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live stream. We getting ready to get started. Start listening to some new music. If you're first time here, make sure that you're submitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be on for approximately an hour. Approximately about an hour. You know, we're trying to, work on some new music. We got some new projects coming out. Shout out to Max B and those folks. $1 Million Baby 4 coming up February 25th with production by yours truly, Arkatech Beatz. Dame Grease, so many others, featuring Wiz Khalifa, featuring Spitter Andretti Currency, featuring Larry June, featuring 2 Chainz and others. Make sure y'all jump on that, man. It's getting ready to come out real soon, man. So we're about to jump into this joint. This record I had up, this was a paid skip from last night, man. If you didn't see the live last night, you got to check that out. It's on YouTube, and you might be able to catch it on Twitch or Kick. But this record was like he didn't finish the record, but it was so dope. It was such a dope record. I need y'all to go check that out, man. Shout out to Spook the Kid, man. We're gonna jump into this next record. This one is called, what's this one's called? In the Stars by, I'm going to say Nope. By Nope, 9-Ope. Or Hope. I don't know if it's 9-Ope or Hope. I'm not sure what it is. And it's kind of doesn't really Add up to me. Peace Society, what up? This record needs a mix bad, man. This record needs a mix really, really bad. And like you can barely hear the vocals, and to me it sounds like the vocals are laid out pretty good, you know what I mean? But it's like you can't really hear it. And then there's a part here that I believe should be the hook, but it's not the hook.
And I don't care when I don't run.
Hey, what up?
I need you more just on my phone. And I think that something's happening, losing my mind. So just come to me, baby. I'm a bad for you.
man, I think this record needs a mix, man. And, like it's to me it's like there's some potential here. I just feel like it's not mixed properly. I feel like the instrumentation could be mixed better. I feel like the vocals could be mixed better. That visualizer they got is dope. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on YouTube. It's pretty dope. You know, there's potential in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not necessarily be the and I want guys to kind of like follow me when I talk about this type of stuff, because, you know, again, I have my personal preference in terms of the music that I enjoy, quote unquote, listening to. But this is not absent of dope melody. If you're listening critically, you can hear it. You can hear that there is good melody there. There is good harmony there, which basically is telling me that there is decent and proficient songwriting in here somewhere, right? It's just that it's not audible, and that's part of the issue. Like, you know, it's like we're trying to make it sound, you know, it's like it's more like trying to give it a feel versus giving it a sound, and, you know, two things can be present at the same time. Right, because you want it to feel like he's going into outer space. You want it to feel echoey. You want it to feel airy, you know. But at the same time, we got to be able to hear the music, and we got to be able to hear the vocal audibly, right? This is what's going to give us the replay value, right? If you ask me, what were the lyrics? I couldn't hear the lyrics, you know, clearly in order for me to recite it or have it to have that replay value. So we need to have that, you know. If we're going to do this music thing, folks, we want to make sure that we're doing stuff that's audible. You know, it's no point in us making music that can't be recited, repeated, or replayed, right? Like this is the way that your income is going to be earned, is replay value. So, at the very, very least, we should be making sure that we're doing mixes before we do any visuals and all this stuff. This mix needed to be double, triple, quadruple checked, and make sure that we can hear all the instrumentation and hear all the music, because technically, to me, it sounds pretty sound to me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound like it's like. It doesn't sound like off key, or it doesn't have that kind of, you know, those technical flaws that I tend to be looking for. And I don't really hear that there. It's like either you like the song at this point or you don't like the song. You know what I mean? And I don't really, outside of the mix being really bad, that's really the only thing that I see is really the issue here. You know, it's like if you like the song, then it's cool. If you don't like the song, then you keep it moving. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know, I want my folks to definitely pay attention to your mixes, man. So, you know, if you're gonna be submitting songs, let's pay attention to your mixes. Let's pay attention to how your beats are being mixed, etc. You know, and let's try to get that up to speed and get that moving and grooving. You know, if that helps. You know, like I said, we are doing song reviews tonight, music reviews. You know, so make sure you are submitting to the link on the screen. It is the Nero.fan/Arkatech Beatz. Make sure that you are doing that. February is the month of Big Pun. This is the month that Big Pun passed away. So, of course, you know, us as being, you know, longtime Big Pun collaborators and producers, you know, every now and again I got to play a few Big Pun records. So, you know, here we go with some Leatherface off that Yeah Baby right before Pun passed away, man. This was a B-side to the single It's So Hard. Shout out to Young Lord for producing that.
What I gotta do, let y'all niggas know, I am the nicest ever.
Bass Carter, what up?
Hardcore,
Cass, what up?
commercial. What you wanna do? You wanna wild up? You wanna dance? Don't matter to me, I got it all locked down, baby. It's not a game, it's war. Plain and raw, blood stain the war. When I bring the chain with the sword, bring the pain to your door like death was knocking. Unless you got my ass, I'ma make you twins with the head is Austin. Hell extortion, say it so, live your dreams, don't pay the cost. Say hello to the guillotine. I kill a fiends for blood, screams of thugs like fiends for drugs. I don't need no love. Give me your fear, money, respect, beer, honeys, and sex. We're here, up in the checks for years, hungry and stressed. You fucking with Chris, fuck Pun, dead the rap for later. Get your calculator. The head decapitators back forever. Can't count how many heads I had to sever. Half the niggas I keep and put them back together. That the terror could open your girl and make you trust out of flesh. Like Buffalo Bill, you fucking reveal the real. Rap acts, maniac, soundboy killer. Hack, chain react, 2 for 1. Double the death, same price. What would Big say? Huh, you know that ain't right. It's not a game hard. We get paid hard. It's still T-Squad. fucking big, my Glock so big it can rock a bridge. Drop the midsection, not the top of your wig. Ain't no bullshitting. Getting the full treatment, special tool, heated missiles. So your crew's leaving with you, I rip you in half. Blast that ass through a glass window, laugh a little. The dash in the S class limo. That's how we do it in the South. Boogie, what's up, mouth rookies get stuffed out. But talking loud to me. Why should I even consider your crew? Shit in your crew, get rid of your crew. What I'm fitting to do, I split you in two. Leave you in pig when I blast the shotty. Rip in the group and leave you there with half your body. We rowdy like Roddy, probably robbing your stash. Got your body like Charlie up north, snatching knives from my ass. Surviving the task, we the last ones left. Blast them text with clips, fast as vets and spit. Acid tips for any bastard bitch, bap and shit. Watch me rap to the Yankee from the Bassinet, biatch. It's gonna be hard. We're getting paid hard. It's still T-smart. What's paid for? Surgery with the chaser.
Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Rest in peace, Big Pun, man. You know, we produced that right before he passed away, man. And I still remember those days real vividly, man. But seeing homie, man, in the studio, man. So shout out to everybody that's jumping in. People that's still rocking that Big Pun, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Keeping homie Lame alive, man. Keeping him out, just keeping that legacy alive out here. I'm about to jump into this next joint. This joint is called That 40s Jive. I'm not sure what that is. That 40s Jive. And it says, Barefoot Bob. Kind of goofy beat that breaks copyright laws. All right, we about to find out. Let's listen. We about to find out. Man. Let's hear what it sound like. Let's go. Hold on, let's make sure that my sound is good. Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's make sure my sound is good. Sorry for the pause. We just want to make sure the sound is good. This is one of those cases where I understand what you was trying to do with this, but let me give you a little bit of advice, man. It's like this. It's like we have to be able to determine and understand, and we have to be able to make a judgment call, like to say, all right, just because we can make a beat with it, don't mean that we should, right? Some of this stuff, you know, it kind of feels like it's just thrown onto the track. You know what I'm saying? The drum track sounds like it's pretty decent, but some of that other stuff is just kind of really experimental, and it doesn't really it's not really cohesive to me, so it doesn't really jive to me. So, you know, I would, you know, these are the type of beats that I would say, okay, we experiment with, and we're supposed to use these things as kind of like case studies to see how we can improve. You know what I mean? But this is not really it. Technically, to me, it just feels like it's kind of all over the place. And as producers, we have to be able to kind of make sure that we're not taking our creativity and kind of making it run amok. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, if you're if you're a hobbyist and you're doing the music for yourself, then have at it, right? But here in this forum and what I'm doing with this forum and what I'm doing with this live stuff, is for us to take the music to the consumer. It's for us to take the music to commercial viability. It's for us to take the music to true monetization, publishing, to get paid, to make a living off of your art. So if we're doing it to kind of gamify ourselves, that's cool. But for me and for what we're trying to accomplish here with the live stream, we're trying to make sure that we're listening critically to music that we can basically try to enhance to get it to the next level so they can be ready for commercial viability. We're not trying to I'm not really trying to do too much, entertaining of, these kind of weird pseudo ideas, no disrespect to it. It's just, that's just not the forum for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get folks to the position where they can really be ready for true opportunities, in this business, you know what I mean? So, no disrespect to the folks who are, doing it as hobbies and aren't looking to do that. Just, I understand it. It's not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. Something like this, I understand, like, you kind of experiment, but yeah, it's not really my cup of tea, man. So, thanks for submitting it. I appreciate you. I'm just going to keep it moving. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live stream. Shout out to everybody that's trying to dump in some music for me to listen to. Hey, man, dump this music, put this music in here, submit this music. Remember what's happening here. I want people to be very clear on what's happening here, you know what I'm saying? All right? We're part of a project right now that has one of the #1 records in the country. Just giving the facts, okay? We're working with the top artists out of New York right now. Just giving y'all facts. So I don't want folks to waste an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity. If we're reviewing music here, I'm not going to be doing this thing, endlessly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing it. For shits and giggles. I'm doing it because I'm really trying to, help folks and get folks what I need to get folks. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to provide something that was never provided to me as a aspiring producer. I remember how that felt. I remember, trying to figure this thing out. I remember what that felt like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to take some of that energy and I'm trying to make sure that I'm, giving that back to cats like, yo, making sure that they understand what's going on. So, for those that are submitting, man, let's keep submitting. Let's put some good music out here. Yesterday we had some good joints. I had a joint yesterday that I was rocking, man. I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking out for him to redo the record and send it back in. You know what I'm saying? To see where we can take it. This next joint is by Obey One Plays. Obi-Wan Plays? Maybe that. Maybe it's that. This one is called Hating on the N. All right, so I guess hating on the N word. Thank you for not putting that into my chat so it will be on my screen. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. All right, so let's take a listen to this one. It's going into a SoundCloud.
Obi-Wan Plays. Track number 2. You thought we were done? Man, we just getting started. Cause they still hating on the end. So we need a paper plumber on this number. Yeah, you know you like it. Yeah. Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Paper Mario, color splash. Y'all be hating, we getting cash. Y'all be hating, ain't play the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Y'all be hating, ain't play the game. Y'all be hating, cause you lame. Cooper links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. Cooper links, paint cans, Prisma Island, suntans. All them toes look alike. Red, yellow, blue and white. Creative levels everywhere. Drop controllers, look and stare. High score, beast, get your game, have a feast. High score, beast, get your game.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Christian Robinson in the building, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that, man. You know, we trying to move it and groove it, man. We doing that French Montana, doing that Max B. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Max B. Shout out to French Montana. You know what I'm saying? Max B, $1 Million Baby 4 coming. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all go check out my man Christian Robinson, man. This is one of those top tier actors, man, on the rise, man. You guys gotta pay attention to the homie. You know what I'm saying? This is homie from Sinners. Ryan Coogler, Sinners, man. Yo, go see my homie, man. He in BMF. He's in everything, man. Yo, the first time I seen him was with the homie, man, Sean Anthony Baker in Tales, man. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching this episode and I was asking my man, cause you know me and Baker, man, are brothers. You know what I'm saying, from the BX, and you know, cause me and him go back so far. And I was watching and I'm just like, yo. And Baker was like, yo, telling me, yo, you know, about the homie, man, and I just watch it, and I just keep watching him ascend, man. It's just different joints, being in different joints, man. Make sure you checking out my man, though, man. You know, man, I appreciate you, brother, for jumping in this live, man, and you know, showing love on this here. Yo, this record right here that I was playing, man, Hating on the End. Obi-Wan, man, listen, you got a dope beat, man, but what you doing on that vocally is. Appreciate you, man. Be safe. This joint, man, like I can't get with this joint, man. It sounds like you use one of those, you know that mic that those kids got. I get my kids that, you know, got the mic that could change the voice, and I used to use that when I want to yell at them. I used to change it to a voice and yell at them. That's what it sounds like. He got recorded on this, and that's not gonna work, man. If you're trying to get to this next level, it's not gonna work. You know, we need to get this thing professionally recorded and professionally mixed. This record needs to be, you know, put out in such a way that we can listen to it, man. It's not really listenable with these effects that's on it right now. So it's not really doing it for me, man. It's like, you know, it's hard to listen to this record based on what you got going on the vocal chain, man. Yeah, man. It is. You rapping on a megaphone. Nah, man. It's like, come on, bro. Like this type of stuff right now is, you know, that stuff is not for. That's just for amateurs, man. That's not for people on this live that's trying to get to the next level. Come on now. This is not the folks that's trying to be the next, you know what I'm saying? The next superstars out here. Like, come on now. We gotta put in our best foot forward on this, man. I don't know what's happening here, man. I'm like, this is it's getting scary, man. I'm starting to wonder, you know. For every dope joint that I'm hearing like, you know, 24 joints that's not so dope, and I don't. That ratio is not really good, man. Considering all the tools you got, man. Like considering all the tools guys got, music shouldn't be sounding like this. I'm getting concerned, man. You know, guys got to stop smoking, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, got to stop smoking, man. Like. This ain't it, you know. Yeah, it's not it, man. It hurts me to give these type of critiques, man. Like, you know, I don't like to, you know, give feedback that feels like it's tearing down. I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want people to really succeed with this. The beat is popping on this joint. You picked a really good beat. It sounds like what you was trying to say was gonna work, but it's just not, you know, it's not listenable with the vocal chain effects that you got going on. So I need you to get that recorded correctly and accurately, man. I need that. You know what I'm saying? I need folks to really jump into that and really need folks to tune in and get that done the right way. Shout out to Obey One Plays. That's hating on the end, and thank you for not putting in the expletive into the title, because I'm going to be showing everybody on the live screen. They can see it on the screen. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? We're doing music reviews, people. Make sure you're submitting your music. I'm only here for a limited time. You know what I'm saying? We're on here for a limited time. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you are make sure you're sharing the live, doing all the other good stuff. You're getting it done, man. We are getting it done, man. We're gonna jump into this next joint, and I'm gonna probably listen to like one or two more. Seems like Wednesday nights but Wednesday nights always seem to be a little funny. I noticed that here on the online. This next joint is called Soul Talk featuring Zach. What's it says? BSN Marks. Let's hear this out. This is Spotify.
I be talking to my soul, it don't lie to me. Pain, let it strengthen what's inside of me. They don't know the nights I cried just to make it through. Had a bet on myself, no one else would do. Every scar that I got made a man out of me. Lost friends, lost love, but I found my peace. Can't fold, can't quit, that ain't how I'm built. I took the pain, turned it all in a wheel. I turned it all in the wheel, but lately I've been laying up in my bed, trying not to just drop a tear. Family dying, partners going to jail, daughter on the way, I seen it all in a year. Guess it's time I kick up the gear. Laid back nigga, I'm talking God be my only fear. Surrounded by drakes, no new friends, I still keep the same was near. Just stick to the plan, watch the shit build up just like an engineer. Gotta keep my head on the swivel, no niggas can't wait to see the fall off the E. Put God first, just walking from the beach to the street. That shit that tatted on me, I don't steal friends, but you gon' cry if you play with me. I ain't wanna go to school, shit, I guess he got hit up with that truancy. Mama died, so I went and put her face on my jewelry. Tryna shake, feeling moody, but that shit turned my heart cold. Just hoping when I hold my daughter, she'll turn it unfroze. Like Roddy Rich ain't tryna die young, so I pray I die old. They nodding, bobbing their head, and this shit here from the soul, see. I be talking to my soul, it don't lie to me. Said I be talking to myself. Walk through the pain, let it strengthen what's inside of me. I let that shit just make me stronger. They don't know the nights I cried just to make it through. They don't know. Had a bet on myself, I had to bet. No one else would do. Shit, ain't nobody else gonna do it but you. I know that they won't bet on me. I trusted them and now I got regret on me. Slide around with that take on me. Open out, try to take my breath from me. These streets get foul, no one think about it. Yeah, no referee. I live in constant death is free, but having this baby, I'm ready to see my niece. I protect the light, see mines. Get green surrounded by slimes. Can't get these niggas no 5. I heard that they dropping dimes. I drop a dime on my time. You know if you do the crime, you supposed to sit in that cell and set the fuck up, do your time. I murder beats, this shit a crime. These niggas sour, lemon lime. We think he smart, we brainwash him just like a shower. It is my first year, my nigga don't mind purse. But let me throw in my verse, better tell him I was real when you see me riding in my hearse. I be smiling, they don't see hurt. I be clean so they don't see dirt. If it's beef, I do my homework. Cemetery where they find this research. I'm a man, I see like rebirth. I get Franklin's out on no cursing my mama in her horse. That shit hurt me, had me feeling like my soul cursed. I be talking to my soul, it don't lie to me. Walk through the pain, let it strengthen what's inside of me. They don't know the nights I cried just to make it through. Had a bet on myself, no one else would do.
Yo, that was Soul Talk by by BSM Marks. I feel like that track had like a decent amount of potential. You know, I don't know if you guys saw me counting down. I was counting down to when I felt that the beat should have dropped, and we should have got into the rhyme, and we didn't get into the beat. We didn't get into the beat like until well over a minute. That's when the beat decided to drop, which for me is just that's like we just can't have that, right? Then the vocals are overloading. The vocal mixes is awful. Like it's like the hook, whoever did the hook, looks like that was laid down probably separate from whoever did the rap, and then it just kind of snowballed down after that. So, and then after that, now we're looking at the lyrics and the vocal delivery and the vocal performance, and it's just too wordy, you know, lyrically. Like it doesn't flow, and it's a little bit disjointed, so it's like all over the place. So, you know, we gotta. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on this, and the song is probably too long. You know what I mean? To add insult to injury. So, with all of those things, you know, I would say this is going to need a ton of work in order to get us where we got to go. You know, so that's just me. That's me talking. This is a joint called, like I said, Soul Talk. Man, I think it's a decent concept. You know what I mean? And I think that it's a wasted attempt, man. Especially with a decent beat, man. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those joints that got a decent beat, and that just ain't it right there. You know, so I just work here, man. I'm hoping. I'm getting a little, you know, getting a little discouraged, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little discouraged with this thing, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm hoping that guys can get a little bit better with this thing. That's what I'm hoping for. But, you know, this is one of those things, I guess. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. Shout out to y'all. You know, shout out to y'all. We're trying to get this thing done, man. Trying to see what to do. That one took a little steam out of me, man. I'm sorry. It's like, you know, like sometimes like stuff like that can make it a little tough. You know what I mean? Like, yo, there's so much work that you could be doing on this, and you guys are not doing it, man. It's pretty frustrating. But you know, we're gonna let it do what it do, and we're gonna jump into the next one. I think this might be the last one for tonight, man. I think BSM took the wind out of my sails, man. Damn. We're gonna jump into that in a hot second. Let me listen to some music to get my mood right, man. It's just that one was tough, boy. That was tough. That was tough.
Arkatech Beatz.
Now nigga, you don't wanna see me with my sack low. I keep them killers at your front and at your back door. Laid on the stretcher when it's pressure, man, we bust things. Cause in the street I claim you gotta let them nuts hang. My nigga, you don't wanna see me with my sack low. I keep them killers at your front and at your back door. Laid on the stretcher when it's pressure, man, we bust things. Cause in the street I claim you gotta let them nuts hang. Yeah, called in the cycle, black American psychopath. And I can't do right, nigga, doing wrong was my right of passage. Straight in the street life, I'm trying to interact with the madness. 100 baggies, I'm wrapped in plastic, I'm living sad. It's hot in these damn streets, shot this nigga last week. Police on my last nerve, I'ma gon' make this last serve. And hit 65 south and get loaded in the bitch. You see me back in the G, then that mean I'm back on my dick. Back on that bullshit, full clip, don't play with a full deck. Hope my pack ain't caught up, it ain't made it to my hood yet. Did some niggas dirty and I can't wait for the day they burn me. Cause I showed them hoes no mercy, Lord forgive me, y'all was thirsty. Now nigga, you don't wanna see me with my sack low. I keep them killers at your front and at your back door. Laid on the stretcher when it's pressure, man, we bust things. Cause in the street I claim you gotta let them nuts hang. Now nigga, you don't wanna see me with my sack low. I keep them killers at your front and at your back door. Laid on the stretcher when it's pressure, man, we bust things. Cause in the street I claim you gotta let them nuts hang.
Okay, you don't wanna see me.
That's that Freddie Gibbs, man. Shout out to Gibbs, man. Gangsta Gibbs. I remember the first time hearing Gangsta Gibbs, man, and he had that joint with Freeway, if y'all remember that song. And it had a cat that was singing on the hook that sounded like Michael Jackson on the joint. And I'm like, yo, who's this guy with this voice, man? This guy's voice is so crazy on this track, man. Gangsta Gibbs, man. That's when I knew. I said, this guy he's going somewhere. I was like, yo, Mike, we got to get at this cat. He's like, yeah, all right, we're going to get at him. Wound up getting this record done. Came out on that Cold Day in Hell. I'm like, yo, look at this guy now, man. If you can't tell me that you gotta identify that talent early, man. We heard it, man, before anybody heard it. I'm going to jump into this joint called, what's that? Sylvan Deckins. This is some beats. So we're gonna listen to them, see what it sounds like. Let's go. Oh no, he didn't do that. Oh no, nah, bro. You can't do this, bro. He done gave me the Dropbox. You gotta pick a record, brother, and you gotta send me the record, one record, brother. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Not tonight. This is the first paid skip for this evening. This is my guy, Coat. What's his Floor Seats? Produced a remix, Mark Harmony. Let's take a listen, man. You paid to skip the line. Let's see what you got going on, man. You caught me at the right time because I was about to sign off this thing, and I'm like, boy, I'm not hearing what I want to hear tonight. So can't make it spoil my real vibes, man. Because I gotta still jump on and I still gotta do some production tonight. So can't let the music vibes get me down. You know what I mean? I gotta get it right. So let's go.
Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center in Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back, huh? I threw it all away, Bob Dylan. Who the Village a trap blood? Niggas been calling me slime since 99. Fuck a vine. The Sloopy killer thought you wasn't lying. You wanna make a movie, spend a fortune on the side. Just had my cousin Boo.
Hold on, man.
Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center in Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back, huh? I threw it all away, Bob Dylan. Who the Village a trap blood? Niggas been calling me slime since 99. Fuck a vine. The Sloopy killer thought you wasn't lying. You wanna make a movie, spend a fortune on the side. Just had my cousin Bookie high, run up on your car, lick off a shot. It's for my niggas with no bond that wanna see a nigga like me pull up for the feeling real blind. I aim to please, the bow main James is bleach. The teeth was gold, the shoes was chic. The fuck you mean? The rebel with the fashion on Z, zigzag zig, forever with the magnum on me. Yeah, floor seats.
Yo, my shit is like magic marker to a crayon. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When I put my, you know what I'm saying? And then I
turn that shit, you know what I mean, into that, and then we come back, you know what I got now, you know what I'm saying? Take a negative and a positive charge and start a whip. Pour the print, swing machetes at y'all and carving niche. Water whip, get the fatty, good bars, you brawl with it. Duck, I'm on shit. You on the list? Pluck the story thus far. This fucking nigga shorty in the Audi with the 40 top, bro. We
Yo, this is a remix, and you did the beat. Like, I'm just want to be clear, man, cause yeah, just Code, if you in the chat, man, let me hear that. Tell me that, answer that question for me.
Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center in Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back, huh? I threw it all away, Bob Dylan. Who the Village a trap blood? Niggas been calling me slime since 99. Fuck a vine, the Sloopy killer thought you wasn't lying. You wanna make a movie, spend a fortune on the side. Just had my cousin.
Yo, boy Swagger, yo, I was just thinking the same freaking thing, bro. I want to curse so bad. Yo, listen, it was the same thing that I was thinking in my head. I'm like, how would this joint have sounded if we had taken the beat and we had just revved it up? You know what I'm saying? When I say rev it up, man, like just really puts the drums on it, cause that sample is with that muted horn is going crazy, and then when the piano changes up, that joint is ill. You know what I mean? So the thing about this with this acapella that you added to this beat, and thank you for submitting, homie. Like I feel like it should have gone on the off beat, right? I feel like it's like a little bit before the beat, and it should have gone a little bit afterward. And then I may be wrong in sounding like that, but like I'm listening to it and I'm like, this rap cadence is dope, but I'm like, yo, why does it feel like it's not like in the pocket, like I need it to be in the pocket? So that's why I was asking if it's something that you flew in, especially the way that the record started. It kind of started a little weird, so it's like, okay, you know, this might be him, you know, flying in a vocal.
Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center in Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back, huh? I threw it all away, Bob Dylan. Who the Village a trap blood? Niggas been calling me slime since 99. Fuck a vine, the Sloopy killer thought you wasn't lying. You wanna make a movie, spend a fortune on the side. Just had my cousin Bookie high, run up on your car, lick off a shot. This for my niggas with no bond, that wanna see a nigga like me pull up for the feeling real blind. I aim to please, the bow main James was bleach. The teeth was gold, the shoes was chic. The fuck you mean? The rebel with the fashion on Z, zigzag zigs forever with the magnum on me. Yeah, floor seats.
Yo, my shit is like magic marker to a crayon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That is dope, bro.
When I put my, you know what I'm saying? And then I turn that shit, you know what I mean, into that, and then we come back, you know what I got now, you know what I'm saying?
Take a negative and a positive charge and start a whip. Pour the print, swing machetes at y'all and carving niche. Water whip, get the fatty, good bars, you brawl with it. Duck, I'm on shit. You on the list? Pluck the story thus far. This fucking nigga shorty in the Audi with the 40 top, bro.
Nah, he produced it. Yo, what did you use to make the beat, bro? It's definitely a vibe, bro. It's definitely a vibe, bro. Like, I can't. Yo, it's definitely a vibe, bro. Like, for real. Like, when I'm listening to this joint is a vibe. You know what I mean? Machine. Man, you gonna have to get to the NPC soon, boy. Them boys filing bankruptcy. You gotta move.
Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center in Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back.
Yo, you are you in our producer group, man? Be sure you join the producer group, man. It's free to join, man. Jump in the producer group, man. I'm gonna put the link on the screen for you, man. Hop into that producer group, man. There's a lot of promise here, and I like what you did here. I ain't gonna hold you. I really like what you did here. I ain't gonna hold you. Like this, see what I'm saying? I just in my brain I wanted the drums to I wanted the drum pattern to change. But, currently where a lot of guys are, like, the Griselda camp and stuff like that, this would fly. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not the end all be all, if, in my brain. You know what I'm saying? I know it can go in different directions. You know what I'm saying? So, but to me, this is absolutely cohesive.
I threw it all the way by. Hey yo, straight lace up in the Jill in the Snatch Bar. 1998 Labor Day, shopping center at Pathmark. Okay, I guess the feeling is back, huh? I threw it all the way by Dylan. Who the Village a trap blood? Niggas been calling me slime since 99. Fuck a vine. The Sloopy killer thought you wasn't lying. You want to make a movie, spend a fortune on the side. Just had my cousin Bookie high, run up on your car, lick off a shot. It's for my niggas with no bond that wanna see a nigga like me pull up for the feeling wheel blind. I aim to please, the bow main dance is bleach. The teeth is gold, the shoes was chic. The fuck you mean? The rep.
Alright, yo, is there any part in this joint where the horn actually drops?
With the fashion on Z, zigzag zigs, forever with the magnum on me. Yeah, floor seats.
Yo, my shit is like magic marker to a crayon. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When I put my, you know what I'm saying? And then I turn that shit, you know what I mean, into that, and then we come back,
Yeah, I would have seen if we could have used a stem separator to see if we could have just isolated that horn out a little bit and be able to take that muted horn out or filter it out just to give us a rocking space for them to be able to rap clean, right? And I think that's really that's going to be my true critique of it, right? And my feedback on it, because I like this. Like I want you to. I'm looking in the camera. I'm gonna tell you, I like this. I like what you did with this, right? In terms of the subtlety of the drum and kind of trying to make it drumless, but not making it drumless, right? So this is what I would suggest to you, right? And I've seen you in the live here and there, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to suggest to you the same way that I suggest everybody else. Structure the sequence this joint. Don't just make it just go straight, just one like that. We need this thing to be broken up. Use the horn as the hook. Then what we need to do is we need to see if we can isolate that, remove that muted horn, so that we can have space for the verses, right? Because it's not like we want space. Like, I want you to be very clear. You have to have space. You have to have space. If there's no space, it makes it very difficult for these guys to formulate songs appropriately to your music. You know what I'm saying? Remember what you're fighting when you're getting into. Remember what you're fighting. I want to be able to illustrate what you have to fight when you're taking your music and you're trying to get it to the artist, what you're fighting. You're fighting other producers, right? Most times, you're going to be up against some people in the entourage or the camp who can't rap as good as the top rapper, right? Then you're going to be up against some engineers, because some engineers in some cases are either failed artists. Some engineers are some guys who, may or may not like what they got going on. Or some of them may be producers themselves. And sometimes, there's some internal sabotage that occurs. I'm just keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Not saying everybody, just telling you the things that we've experienced. So I'm saying that you have a lot of obstacles. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to create an obstacle in the music itself that makes it more difficult for the artist to write to, for them to make it more difficult for us to determine where the hooks and the space is going. Because what you're not just trying to get a placement. You're trying to get a song that's going to be able to be listened to over and over again, that's going to be able to generate income for you in perpetuity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so when you have an opportunity to become published, and when I say publishing, that's what they call it, publishing, right? Music publishing. You want to make sure that you're creating the music bed as appropriately as possible, so that you, especially when you cannot get into the room, you do not want to have a situation where you have not dummy-proofed the music. You gotta dummy proof. We gotta dummy proof the music. We gotta make it in a way that these guys can't fuck up the song, because you got so many people in the room that are waiting to fuck up the song intentionally. You understand? So do me a favor with this one. I like this joint. Do me a favor with this joint. Try structuring it again. Let's use the horn as the main hook. We can start off with the hook. Let's go into a verse. When we go into a verse, let's do 8 bars as the main part of the verse, and then another 4 bars as the transitionary part of the verse, right? So you got the main 8 that takes out the subtle horn, then you got another 4 with maybe one additional instrument, or maybe when the piano goes up, to make us transition into the hook that comes back with the muted horn, which is probably a dope part of the record. And do that. 2 verses in the middle, sandwiched by 3 hooks. And then I think you got something. Make sure you're jumping into our Future Producer Society, man. It's our school.com Future Producer Society. Make sure you're jumping into that, man. Like, you know, I need, you know, guys like yourself that are trying to get this thing done. Yeah, man. I feel like guys like you that are trying to do this thing, man. Like, you know, I really want to be able to put, you know, help these folks. And like I said, we're trying to grow this producer community. So for those who are producers that are looking to kind of learn this music business and kind of get some game directly from me, you know, I'm going to be putting that link into the on the screen and into the chat. What's happening with my TikTok today? My TikTok look like it ain't moving at all. Is it froze? I don't see nothing going on the feed on the other side. But, you know, I could be shadow banned. I never know. You know what I'm saying? Things are weird these days. You know what I'm saying? They're so weird they're so weird these days. It's hard to tell. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for that. That's a dope record, man.
Got now, you know what I'm saying? Take a negative and a positive charge and start a whip. Pour the print, swing machetes at y'all and carve a niche. Water whip, get the fatty, garage, you brawl with it. Duck, I'm on shit. You on the list? Pluck the story thus far. This fucking nigga shorty in the Audi with the 40 top, bro.
And the horn changes too, bro. Come on, man. We got to use that, man. Let's go, man. You got to use that too. We got to use that, man. Come on. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Let me tell you, that's dope. That's a testament to your ear. That's why I know you got something in your ear. Your ear is good. You know what I mean? I might do one or two more I might do 1 or 2 more tonight. So, you know, if anybody's looking to try to skip the line, now is the time before I jump off. What's this called? This one's called What You're Dealing With by Swervy. Swervy 718. Now, 718 is basically the area code for New York. So if you got a 718 area code, I'm going to hold you to a certain type of standard. Let's see what you're dealing with, though, bro. What you dealing with? Let's see what you're dealing with, man. Let's go.
I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with? I could take you out to eat. What you dealing with? We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? 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 Cops tryna cuff me, but I'm my own man. I could get you dumb high on the low, fam. I ain't from the ATL, but I'm in my zone, fam. I'm up, baby, get down with the program. She said she tryna catch a quickie to a slow jam. She ready to greet the meat, shorty bout to go ham. Make a movie, Freaky Friday, Lindsay Lohan. She bout to see different strokes, now with Gary Coleman. Her ass butter soft, shorty on the road, damn. She asked me if I came yet, I'm like, no, ma'am. She back it up. up like a truck, I just go rim. She said I'm the GOAT, she bout to buy me a limb. I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with? I could take you out to eat. What you dealing with? We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? Let me know. What you dealing with? What you dealing with? Pull up. What you dealing with? What you dealing with? She wanna be my ride or die, cause I'm killing it without a reasonable doubt. She feeling it. I gave her something hard to swallow, like a pill in it. If I lock her down for life, she ain't appealing it. You matching my attire, let me will you in. You know I pay the price when they build a kid. She want me to kill her and let her live. So I do both, she come back like the exorcist. In America, I hustle like a Mexican. I'm a one-man army, I'm a veteran. And I never gave a fuck, I could celebrate. A bit of this, a bit of that, but I ain't step on it. I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with? I could take you out to eat. What you dealing with? We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? What you dealing with? What you dealing with? What you dealing with? What you dealing with?
What you dealing with? What you dealing with? Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever heard the Fabulous record with Tish Hyman. Fab. This is how you made me. This is how you made me. It's like it has that same, I mean, maybe the same sample. That feel is in there for me. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of gaps in here that I think should be filled, though. But I kind of like it for the most part. Alright? You got to talk here, man. Let me know that you're getting ready to get on this track. Alright? And now, when see like how that switch up there? This is taking it 15 seconds too long. Right? So let's try it again, right? Right? 3, 2, 1, bring the hook in. Swipe. If I'm on Spotify, I skip.
I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with?
See how that song should have started already. You see what I'm saying? So like you guys are losing out on prime. Like yo, think of it like this, right? You know, like how they talk about a website, right? You go on a website, and when you get on the website, you got the initial splash page, right? Your landing page. Boom, you go on the website, right? You see everything here, right? Yo, beats for sale. Whoop whoop whoop. Right? This is the splash page. This is the main what you call it, right? And basically, before you start to scroll, right? They call all the space here before you scrolling above the fold. They call it above the fold, like because you know basically this your screen basically caps at a certain space if you're on a website, and if you're on your phone, it stops at a certain space, and if you're on your regular computer, your screen only goes but so far. So everything that you see before you start to scroll is above the fold, right? And they always say everything that's above the fold, you want to make sure that you're capitalized and that you're taking advantage of all of the visual real estate on that landing page when the person comes, so they can see exactly what it is that they're getting ready to get into before they start to dive deep into your page. Because if this is not done correctly, people are just going to they're going to see it, don't like it, and jump off your page. This is the same thing that applies for this music business, man. It applies for your songs, right? That first 15 seconds, that's probably the most valuable real estate of your song, right? Remember, you need to get to 30 seconds for it to become a qualified play, right? Before it can earn any income or generate a royalty, we got to get to 30 seconds in most platforms, right? There's no way in hell that you're supposed to let this beat just ride for almost 30 seconds and you're not saying a singular word and the hook don't come in. you've wasted your musical real estate, and you've wasted, the ability to really hook in the listener and or user, right? You guys cannot allow your songs to just keep going, or beat just to keep going, without you saying anything, without something coming on in the first 5 to 10 seconds. We're dealing with swipe culture, folks. Everything is swipe, 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 swipe. You know what I mean? So if you're not able to see that, then it's not much I can do with that. So outside of that, I think that you got to call a record with a decent hook. I think the beat is good. I feel like, the lyrics is all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got an issue with that. I feel like you can do a stronger vocal performance just to be a little bit more in the pocket. That's what I'm hearing. So I think that's probably like the main thing for me. But outside of that, I think you got something that you can work on here. I think this is something that can work. I think the hook is catchy in a way that you might be able to run with this. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to, get a few people on board with this, man, and get this thing going, man. I don't think that this is a terrible record by any means at all. You know what I mean?
I could take you out to eat.
I think there's some witty moments in here. I think this has a ton of potential.
We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? 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 Cops tryna cuff me, but I'm my own way. We could go and run Z's. What you dealing with? Some breach, got a. I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with? I could take you out to eat. What you dealing with? We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? 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 Cops tryna cuff me, but I'm my own man. I could get you dumb high on the low, fam. I ain't from the ATL, but I'm in my zone, fam.
And it looks like part of his hook now, he only has like the first 4 bars where he's answering back, and then the last 4 bars he's not answering back at all, which kind of makes it feel like it's empty. And then when it switches, when the verse comes in, the beat switches, which I think is that shouldn't have happened on that. If anything, that beat should have switched halfway through the hook, and then that main part of that record should have came back in, for you to rap on. That's just my 2 cents, man. But with that, that's going to be the last one that I'm doing for tonight. I'm about to jump off. Got to jump into some music. I want to thank everybody that submitted tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody that submitted tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. Before I get out of here, I'm going to just listen back to this. Hold on. What happened to my floor seats? Where'd it go? Did he delete it? I hope not. But shout out to the homie Cody on that. We're gonna basically keep it pushing. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. We're gonna leave y'all with what you're dealing with tonight. You know what I'm saying?
She said she tryna catch a quickie to a slow jam. She ready to greet the meet. Shorty bout to go ham. Make a movie Freaky Friday, Lindsay Lohan. She bout to see different strokes now with Gary Coleman. Her ass butter soft, shorty on the road damn. She asked me if I came yet, I'm like no ma'am. She back it up like a truck, I just go ram. She said I'm the GOAT, she bout to buy me a limb. I got some breach, got a sweet. What you dealing with? A couple P's, couple Z's. What you dealing with? I could take you out to eat. What you dealing with? We could go and run the streets. What you dealing with? Let me know. What you dealing with? What you dealing with? Pull up. What you dealing with? What you dealing with? She wanna be my ride or die, 'cause I'm killing it without a reasonable doubt. She feeling it. I gave her something hard to swallow, like a pill feeling it. If I lock her down for life, she ain't appealing it. You matching my attire, let me will you in. You know I pay the price when they build a kid. She want me to kill her and let her live. So I do both, she come back like the exorcist.